This is Random Puck, and today we're reviewing Battle Tanks on the Game Boy Color. Now, this game has two modes, the story mode and the battle mode. But for the review, we'll just do story mode. Now, you can see for Game Boy, well, especially Game Boy Color, you know, the cutscenes are pretty good graphics, and it does have the actual story. And, yeah, like I said, pretty good cutscenes for the Game Boy Color. And as it goes through the game, of course, more cutscenes. Basically, you get various tanks that you just drive around and explore and blow shit up. I like how it has a destructible environment. It's one of those games where you hold up to move. So you have to keep circling your directions around so you move in the correct direction. And you get various weapons and items you can pick up. Every time you kill an enemy, collect a shield that will give you back some health. So yeah, it's kind of a free roaming environment where you just have to follow the arrows to find out where your next objective is. But basically your objective is to destroy all the tanks in the stage. Yeah, it's a pretty simplistic game, but it's not too bad. And once you eliminate all the tanks, you move on to the next stage where you get the next part of the story. But the graphics aren't that bad for it being a Game Boy game. And it has a password system, so even if you're playing it on the go, you can always pick up where you left off. Well, yeah, after every scene you get a new story. And basically it revolves around Griffin and him trying to find his girl or whatever. And there you go. Man, this mission, his objective is to collect coins. So yeah, there are different objectives as well as just destroying the enemy. And basically, like I said, in each mission you pretty much just follow the arrow. And like in this one, you start off with those like heat-seeking missiles. And they also add gun turrets to this one. But you gotta be careful because you can die fairly quick. I know, I was trying to... And this mission also starts with the roadblocks, which makes it more difficult to get around. But sometimes you get stuck in an obstacle and you're not sure how to get past it because it looks like you can go past it, but it won't let you. So you gotta do shit like destroy buildings. Like I said, you get blown up pretty easily for being a big ass tank, but then again, your enemies are also tanks. But yeah, each stage you're basically in a different tank. And you gotta be really careful because you saw how much damage that missile did. But there are these little cache places where you can build up it, and the heat-seeking missiles are pretty good, but sometimes they take a while to hit. So you gotta fire them correctly, otherwise they can circle around and they, you know, become really slow. But yeah, it's a decent game. It's playable. Not the greatest game on Game Boy, but it's pretty good. Yeah, you can't pick up any more missiles till you use up the missiles you have. Yeah, that's about it. It's a pretty good game. It's fun. I played worse Game Boy games. I mean, once you get used to the controls, it's not that bad. I mean... But yeah, it's a fun game. If I had this on Game Boy, it would have been fun to play. It's kind of weird that your objective in this one is to collect coins. Especially when they make this second stage a lot more maze-like. But no, not a terrible game. Graphics are alright. The music is okay. But Game Boy wasn't always high on the music scale, except for some games like, you know, Link's Awakening and shit like that. Yeah, just figuring out how to get to the area is probably the hardest part, because there's not always a direct pass. And you gotta figure out what shit you can destroy and what shit can't be destroyed, because you have to destroy obstacles to progress. Yeah, those fucking gun turrets are some of the biggest pains in the asses, because they love to use those heat-seeking missiles. There's nothing you can do about that, because they follow you wherever you go. Yeah, so it starts getting pretty hard pretty quick. But it's still a good game. Challenging, but fun. Yeah, Battle Tanks on Game Boy Color. If you want just a dick around game to just drive around and blow shit up and see how far you make it, this is definitely a fun game. Well, there's not much else to say about this. This was a pretty quick review. But if you like my videos, please follow and subscribe. I just threw this quick review in because I don't know if I'll be able to get a video in tonight. So, anyway, see you in the next video. And it's a good classic. If you want to check it out, it's worth playing. Just to do something with this if you want to. I mean, alright, I'm going to end this one here, so see you in the next video. It'll be a lot better than this one. This was just kind of quick throw together video because I didn't know if I'd have time to do one or not. So see you in the next one. Thank you.